That's the spot. Warm. Oh, the fire. Chicken cooking. Beer. Man is a simple creature. Man is a very simple creature. It's gorgeous out here. You want me to take your picture?
No, that's fine.
All right. Will you take mine?
You want?
Yeah, first time out here, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're good. See? That's another place.
Oh, okay.
But it's belong to this kind of mountain.
The same area. It's crazy. How's it going?
All right, hold on. Yeah.
¿Habla español?
Sí.
Ah, chévere. Sí.
¿Usted también habla?
Seguro, sí.
No sé.
At this point, we began talking in Spanish. They were locals and they were actually on their way to work, and they had stopped to see the view. And it was so nice to run into them. I was telling them all about my trip and how I drove overnight to Shenandoah from Florida. And, this was my first stop. And they were so excited for my trip. They were telling me all the places that they like to visit and just like what the different areas are like. And they were just so excited for what I was doing, which, I don't know, kind of having that shared excitement just make me feel this sense of community out on the road that I really did not expect, Like, I don't get that feeling back home. And it was so nice running into these people and getting that feeling. Y usualmente conozco así gente along the way.
Siempre chévere, aparte.
Sí.
Chévere.
Yeah.
Bueno, nosotros vamos.
Dale.
Eso a lo mejor.
Gusto. Gracias.
Conduciendo algo, la carretera, con el agua.
Sí, ya vi. Florida es flat. Florida no hay montaña. Se cuidan, gracias. I keep trying to escape the matrix. And I don't know, I like to think that people are smart, but it's not about being smart or some people being cheapo. I think
use the left lane to merge onto US 17 towards Strasbourg.
Thank you, Siri. I think just with with enough exposure to things, like make the apps addictive, make the phone hard to put down. You get this pattern, this cycle, your mind is foggy.
Turn left.
And it essentially turns you into a very vulnerable, very susceptible state of mind. And you're fall prey to the things they want you to buy, the things they want you to do, the places they want you to visit. I'm not gonna say that I'm immune just because like I get out in nature, like look at all this fucking gear that I have. All of it serves a purpose, and part of this trip is for that same reason, because I wanted to test it out. Like I've been watching all of these videos, and
in about 4.5 miles,
I wanted to test it out. I wanted to see if it actually it actually all serves its purpose, because each piece of the equipment is supposed to serve a purpose, and so far it has. But tomorrow, they're gonna come up with the next thing that I'm gonna need. With the next problem they need me to buy a solution for, and it's gonna be the solution that I cannot miss out on, and the deal that I cannot miss out on. And if I don't buy it now, the deal is gonna expire. Although next month the same deal is gonna be expiring as well. I don't know. It doesn't matter where, like, in which lane of life you are in. Buy less. You know? Don't, like, have a month. Like, why don't, you know, we have Black Friday, we have every holiday, and we have themes for each holiday, and, you know, and traditions on how to celebrate those holidays. Why don't we have a holiday where we just don't buy stuff? You know what I mean? Why don't we have a holiday where we just celebrate the harvest of the things that you do, not necessarily like a literal harvest, but your talents, like you sing, you play an instrument, like, not buy something for someone, but, you know, come up with a song, come up with a poem, come up with something you just made with your hands, or even without your hands. Some people don't even have hands. Something that you come up with it from yourself, to whatever ability, to whatever sensitivity, to whatever talent, to whatever talent or even lack of talent. Try something. Share it with your friends. You know, I don't want to sit here and be hypocritical about these things.
In 2 miles, take the exit onto US 17 and State Route 55 towards Delaplane.
Thank you, Siri. I don't want to sit here and be hypocritical about these things, you know. I am sitting here using the same media, you know, maybe in some misguided or well-intentioned way, just fighting fire with fire, you know. I don't know. It's just kind of like food for thoughts. I don't think we need half the crap that we need. Put down in the comments if I'm wrong about that. Like, at some point I did like some of the collectible stuff, right? And whenever my friends are collecting Pokemon cards or Pokemon Go, digital Pokemons, and all of this stuff, I used to do some of that. But then at some point I thought of it, and it's like, all this money is just going into plastic and cardboard and chipping, and it's I don't know, it's just tough for me to think that it really holds a real value, you know. You collect stuff,
It is the right lane to take the exit onto US 17.
so you
and
can
State
gather
Route
it and
55
stack it in the corner of
towards
your
Delaplane.
house. And sometimes you have entire rooms dedicated just to the stuff. You have a man cave, you have a craft office space, whatever it may be, you know, tons of bookshelves. When sometimes there's like perfectly good libraries of books, and even not just books. I'm not sure how many of you know, but libraries will rent you equipment. Like, I'm not sure if it's my library or if it's another library that I've heard of, but they actually would, like, you know, let you borrow a fishing pole so you can explore fishing. You know, some of them have like courses on 3D printing, and they have the filament and they have the 3D printer for you to like experiment with.
7.7 miles. Turn left onto
You see what I
John
mean?
Boswell's
Like, So I use a little chimney with this and the coals to get the fire started. It makes it a lot quicker to get up temperature so that I can begin cooking. All right, as you can see, it's working. Fire's completely take off on the little chimney, and I'm gonna set up a timer for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, it should be ready to go. Now for something I've never done before, I never had a campfire, so let's see if we can figure it out. First rule camping, keep putting shit away. That way the camp stay clean and organized the whole time, and you don't end up with a whole mess that you need to clean up by 11 o'clock at checkout time. I'm actually not checking out. I talked to the campground person out here. They are amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and stay another night. And all the people here are like super cool. I just wrapped up playing bingo with them, and I had the best time. They're complete strangers, small town, not expecting to meet anybody. And it's been awesome. All right, let's go first person mode. I'm just gonna give you a tour of everything I got going on here. So the car camping setup, first challenge, if you ever think of doing it, everything is everywhere, so stay organized, you know. Hold on, let me wait for the semi passes by. So I made these things, and honestly they are great and I love them, but they were a little too difficult to make. And I think if you can get away by buying them, you know, somebody sells them or something, it would probably be a lot easier. But these, I just have to shove them in there. Let me try that again. Shove them in there. And then I try and fold these right here. I wanted them to be a little bit bigger, just so that they really filling every like as much as possible, so that there aren't any cracks whenever like now if I close this door, you see you can't see anything, so you know you go stealth, which ultimately that's your goal. And but yeah, but the first rule in my opinion, so far what I've learned, I only car camped twice, and this is my first kind of like impromptu, very spontaneous trip. So nothing was planned. I just kind of like showed up at this campsite, and I met some of the coolest people, so it's worth it so far. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So the first rule in my opinion is just like stay organized, because everything is everywhere. You know what I mean? I like having gear for just about any occasion. Like I even carry a tent just in case, like a lightweight tent. Not every campground lets you car camp, especially the ones that are like state parks and stuff. Like this is a privately owned place, and I asked, and the guy was super chill. Like they are the best people. I'm gonna put out their info, so shout out to these people here. I believe it's called man, I forgot their name. It's a catchy name, but I tend to forget stuff. Anyway, I'll put out their name somewhere, and you know, you guys can check them out. Just found these people almost like randomly. Like there was this app, and like I don't know, within like 2 hours I had everything ready to go, and I didn't know what to expect, honestly. And that's kind of like the theme for this whole trip. It's just like pulling the trigger on stuff, because again, I prepare for everything, but I don't always get to use it. So I talked to the people, and they were like, no, yeah, it's totally cool, you know, for you to to car camp. And yeah, now I'm car camping out here, play bingo with some really cool people, and yeah, just getting set up. But again, I have so much gear, so much stuff, that in my opinion, the most important rule of car camping is stay organized, you know. It's hard sometimes to find stuff, and I've kind of divided my setup. Like, I'm testing this out, but I divided my setup like in just like different areas, if that makes sense. There's bulky stuff like this where I just have to kind of like shove it wherever it fits. How's it going? Good, good. So yeah. So I just kind of like try to stay as organized as possible. So yeah. That's car camping, honestly. Like, it's been a very positive experience. Again, especially with all these people, they're so cool. And I think you saw it. One of the guys from the camp showed up on the what do you call it, on the golf cart. You know, they're kind of checking in on me because they know that, you know, I'm kind of new to the area. I'm like a outsider. All these people out here, I believe, are locals. So they all know each other and they all hang out. They all come out here for bingo. It's something that it sounds like they just kind of do. And they invited me, and it was really fun kind of like integrating to the community. And to me, that's what it's all about, you know? Like right now I'm talking to myself or talking to you, the camera. But when I'm off camera, you know, I'm out there trying to like meet the locals, which I did. I actually made a couple of new friends. Added a guy from an ambulance to my Instagram, and they were telling me all about the different spots out here. And I just realized I forgot my spatula. I forgot a couple of things, actually. I bought this smoker to make old fashions to help me sleep. Kind of calm my nerves, if that makes sense. And I totally forgot the whiskey, so I got a little smoker and no whiskey. Or I think I have the smoker. I'm not even entirely sure if I have it, but at some point I will make it somewhere where I can find myself some nice whiskey. We can make some old fashions out here, middle of the woods, and I can forget all about my problems. I mean, that's what we do, huh? That's what we come out and camp, and we stay in nature. Cover the grill in aluminum foil, just because I don't like the meat touching the thingy. No, I totally forgot to do it before the fire, because like, as you can see, that kind of creates a bit of a current. Kind of like moves the aluminum foil. The air is lighter right underneath here, and it makes it rise. But we'll put the meat on top, and then I'll cut some holes out, and hopefully it'll cook. These are Puerto Rican pinchos, and there are chicken Puerto Rican pinchos. So that's gonna be dinner, and it's actually quite a bit of chicken. I'm not having any guests, so anything else will go in the trash, because they told me that there's a bear on the prowl, and I gotta be careful because I don't have a bear box out here, and I don't have a bear food container thing, so I have to be extra careful with the trash. Thankfully, they have a lot of amenities, like bathroom, showers. They got everything out here. It's freaking awesome. They even have community, which I wasn't expecting it. You know, sometimes you just come out camp and it's like a solo experience, and I don't know. I want to change that for myself. So I've been trying to do more social things and kind of like, I don't know, meet people by doing some of the outdoorsy stuff that I tend to do. Even like this video that I'm making, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post it because this is like very impromptu. But again, that's the theme of this trip. It's just, you know, meeting people on the spot, and you know, working and being a little less shy, and you know, meet new people. Find my people out on the road. All right. So I cut slits so the heat can get through. Because aluminum, the way I understand it, correct me if I'm wrong, it's pretty good at retaining heat. You know, like what would be the term? Insulator will be the correct term. I mean, I'm trying to think of it. I think it is an insulator. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it makes the heat not get through, and it shields whatever's. Yeah, it's an insulator, and it shields whatever, you know, whatever it's whatever's sitting on it. So in this case would be the chicken. So we're gonna get it close, and then we gotta get that meat to 160 degrees Fahrenheit for it to be safe to eat. I'm gonna get this fire going. I need to learn how to do it, so let's do that together. We are going to, oops, when you open that up, we're gonna make sure we cover these logs. I don't want them getting wet, and I'm gonna be out tomorrow all day. And I'm gonna take the car. I don't want this fire. Actually, you know what? I'll probably ask the campground people, see if they got a nice bag for me or something. I totally forgot mine, and I went to the store and I totally forgot because I was making friends. You know, that's both a positive and negative. It's always fun to make a new friend, but the same token, you got the stuff that you need. Thankfully, I'm prepared with some layers. I am originally from Florida, and I am sitting out here in beautiful Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's 60 degrees. These people are wearing shorts. I mean, they're locals. I was wearing shorts earlier, but it's getting chillier and chillier. So I think it warrants a nice campfire with a beer, and you know, we can see our problems go from 99 to a perfect 0. Beer and chicken kebabs, Puerto Rican chicken kebabs, pinchos. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. You know, it's weird that I don't feel weird talking to the camera. I don't know what's happening with my shyness, but I think I'm making a breakthrough. I think I'm becoming less shy, and that's a victory. They are singing. I like that. It's a very strong feeling of community out here. I don't know. That's exactly what I need. You know, whenever you go car camp solo, you want to have a good atmosphere. You know, and these people seem to be it. These people seem to be very, very nice. You know, so I am gonna be vlogging this whole week. So, but this is kind of like the first official blog per se of car camping, because I just been on the road. I actually haven't gotten any sleep in 2 days actually, so I am so ready to catch a break and get some sleep. I gotta find my lamp. Hold on, it's important because it's getting dark. It's getting real dark. There it is. And we're gonna get this fella all across. So let's close that. I closed the thingy up there so that all the lights in the car will turn off. It will think that all the doors are shut. It's a little nifty trick. And I'll get this up here from, you can't see it probably you can't see a lot of things for a while. I've been recording without lights. I've been keeping you in the dark about what I'm up to. We like a little bit of mystery, but not that much. And let me turn these on
I believe it's the blue one. No, the blue one. Let me just touch this one, the red one. My little string lights. Let's just do that one. I hear the chicken sizzling. I have to go check on the chicken. And we'll get a little bit of light out, so we're not so much in the darkness. I got more lights, but energy, the way I see it, I'm gonna be probably like 2 weeks. I'm gonna go all the way up to Canada. I am gonna be several weeks, and then I'm thinking you're gonna do a little bit longer. I ain't got kids, I ain't got a wife, I ain't got a girlfriend, so ain't nobody want me at home. So I am just gonna be kicking it out here. They are having a good time. I like that. What kind of people I need in my life? Happy people. Happy people that want to be friends. All right. Ow. It's hot. Ooh, they are cooking nicely. Let me get another light going. Yeah, I gotta get that fire going. Let's see how that goes. All right. Let's move this stuff out of the way. I am starving. What did I eat today? I think some chicken early in the morning. That's about it. I am a hungry man. Hungry man. All right, I got these handy motion sensor lights. So let's see how I can get this. Ah, perfect. There's a little nail, and I think this has a hole in the back. Hopefully. Police. No, it's not big enough. Hold on. So there's that nail right there. There's also this right here. We can get this to grab onto. It'll be nifty. All right, well that's a bit of light, and I'm gonna get the other one at the door. I gotta check on that chicken. Make sure I don't burn it. So another thing about car camping, if you, I mean any camping, not car camping, but since I'm out a couple of days, you know, I got a little bit of a system with a cooler. It'll last a few days. It's a tiny cooler, but you have to make sure that you manage, you know, the meat you're gonna eat efficiently. Because if I ruin this meat, guess what? We go hungry. And I am in the middle of nowhere, so it's not like I can go and grab food. There's a pizzeria, and they were so cool at the pizzeria. I really want to go back and make friends with them too. But there's a pizzeria. They were really cool. Apparently, according to the gas station, which didn't have beer, that was the spot in town to get beer. So I went and said hi, and got myself some beverages. Got some emergency stuff down there. Not just the tire, but water, tire repair kit, all kinds of shit. Which reminds me, I have to replace one of the tires because it has a patch. I mean, I don't know. It's I've had that tire patched up for like, I think a year. I went out looking for bears, and I got a nail on my tire, and that was, I think, before Thanksgiving 2025. So it's been a minute. I gotta get that tire replaced. Okay. I'll give some more of the rundown of the place, but I have to get the fire going because the meat actually, if I erase this, it's gonna let it cool off for a bit. So I'm gonna grab a log or two, and I really wanted to do it very primitive, but I don't think I can. I don't think I'm prepared for that. So I am gonna grab this and put it right here. I know you can't see it, and I'm gonna light it with one of them tubes. How's it going? And where is this? It's right here. And I think I'm gonna grab the knife and I'm gonna cut a little piece of wood. Hold on. Let's see. I think it'll work fine. So I'm gonna put the wood in a shape that may help me. All right, let's do 3 logs. I never built a fire with actual firewood. I usually use that the one that comes with instructions, and it's almost like it comes with like a fuel that just kind of lights it for you. So let's try these out. See if we can get a fire going. Let's see. Hopefully these little cubes will help me set up a fire. A nice happy little fire. Alright, let's get a nice happy little fire. And get that one closer. I'm gonna put it right on top. I feel this is not gonna work, and I'm gonna be looking like a fool, but you know, that's how we learn. So you just gotta go with it. Kind of just go with it. Hopefully I can save some of this fire. Oh, actually it's working. No shit. Let's go, Bobby, let's go. Look at that. All right, so we got the fire going, I think. All right, let me put out a chair, and we got the beer. Goes on top of the cooler. And let's set up a chair. That is so cool. You see, so it's like a little clamp. I'll show off in the morning what they are, because I think it's a very good idea that I thought about. Because they're not meant for camping, they're meant for like outdoor patio, I believe. But there we go. 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 Here we go. All right. So I believe they're meant for outdoor patio use, and the way it works, it just they're like solar, so they recharge with the sun. So if I'm out in the Goonies, I don't have to worry about going in the dark if I completely lose power. And oh shit, it's cold. I can see my breath. And the locals were telling me it was not gonna be chilly tonight. But I love this. It's middle of the summer. It's the week before the 4th of July, and I'm out here in the beautiful Pennsylvania enjoying a chilly day. Well, a chilly night. I don't know about the date because I just showed up 2 hours ago. I was in Virginia, in Shenandoah, and that was a lot of fun. Didn't meet too many people though. It was actually I did. I'm lying to you. I'm sorry. I forgot my Cuban friends in the morning. I believe one of them was Cuban. The other guy, I'm not sure. I didn't ask him. But they were so cool. They were telling me about all these places, and I feel bad because like they were excited for me to do this. And ooh, that's a nice chair. They were excited for me to do this, and I was telling them about what I was about to do. You know, starting social media and meeting people, and you know, they were excited for me, and I love that in people because I could see in their eyes that they. The way I pitched it, they believed it. You know what I mean? That I could do it. And sometimes in life, some of the people that you would expect that from, you don't get that from, right? And sometimes you just meet a complete stranger and you can see in their eyes that they see you doing the thing. You know, you tell them about it and they see you with the gear and you look the part, but you know, you gotta get yourself to build up that confidence. Just like this fire. Look at it. It actually worked. We got a fire. And it's chilly. And we're camping. So I'm gonna turn off one of these lights and I start putting stuff away, because that's the first rule of camping. I think camping in general. Yeah. You know, keep things tidy. So otherwise your whole camp turns into an explosion. We don't want that, right? We don't want that. What we want is this chicken and some good beer. All right, let me get a thermometer. This is just outstanding. I think this is one of the best experiences, honestly, that I had in my life. I've done a lot. You know, met lots of people and shit, but just coming out here and being able to show up, and even if so briefly, because like maybe I'll never see any of these people again. Like some of the people, there were two ladies that were so sweet. I showed up not knowing anybody, not knowing where to sit, and I just asked. And it's like that moment in school when you show up at the lunch area and you're the new kid, and you find a way to connect with people, you know. So that on its own, you know, I don't know if anybody needs to hear this essentially, but you know, if you feel alone, and you know, just get out, you know, just whatever is it that you dream of doing, just do it, you know. Listen to Shia LaBeouf. He's a wise man. Interestingly enough, when I was younger, I didn't think too much of Shia LaBeouf, you know, he's just an actor or whatever. But after all the stuff that happened to that man, like the brown bag and all of that, you know, I would judge him because I didn't have as much experience in life. But afterwards, I don't know, you can relate to some of that stuff. Though I never wore a brown bag over my head. So anyway, that's gonna be it for a little bit. I am going to sit down and eat. The chicken's almost ready. Camp is set up. I'm ready to sleep. And that's it. Yeah. Car camping. First day. First video. I think tomorrow I want to go over some additional stuff. So not sure if it's going to be another video or what, because there's no format. There's no formula to this. This is the rambling of 35-year-old sleeping in his car, you know, finding himself on the road. Fire looks to be dying. I watch a lot of shows, but that don't look like a fire. I'm gonna close this door because of all that smoke. I almost want to move my car. Let's do that. I'm just gonna close the door. I'm gonna take care of that fire. I'm not sure how many people like this survival. I mean, if you're watching this content, you probably like that stuff. You're probably an nutball like me. Oh. And let me point that down. Or sideways. There we go. So I think they're watching all those shows. I think I'm gonna grab some of this firewood and I'm gonna split little. I'm gonna split off little chunks out of it. So I'm gonna use this as a hammer, and then the knife I'm gonna use it as an axe. Let's see what happens. Hopefully I won't hurt myself. Let's do it again. It looks like it's working. See if we can split it. I think I did. I think I did. Alright, let me just hit it hard. Broke this log before I broke that thing. Hold on, let me see if this rock works. Nope. It's very bouncy. Probably looking like a fool, but we gotta figure it out somehow. Let's see, because I imagine I don't have the, I think I split up a piece, I just can't find it, and I gotta check on that chicken. Ugh. Alright, I definitely split that. There's a chunk. Come on, babe. Come on, buddy. Alright, let's do it the other side, and then we check on the chicken. Here's the thermometer. Checking the chicken. Get some parchment, some paper towel, and we're good to go. Come on, 160. I really wanted to eat chicken over the fire. Oh, it's taking its time. I need a thermometer that lights up. Maybe this one does. I just don't know how to do it. That's Celsius. That's Fahrenheit. Yeah, I need this thing to light up. Alright, it's not ready yet. Alright. I lost the cube. And it didn't lit up. So I'm gonna light one of this on fire. Come on, baby. And I was super out today. I had created fire. Definitely will do a video on the progress of this endeavor. What kind of outdoorsman cannot make fire with proper fire logs from the campground? You know what I mean? That is sad. Alright, so I think the fire is gonna come back and the chicken is gonna get eaten. The fire looks like it might be able to come back, but we're gonna need to get it touching the wood. All right, looks like it's lighting up. There we go. I think that might work. Leave it a little longer. That looks like a proper fire. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Let's start putting shit away, but I'm gonna need pick me up. Oop. I'm gonna need some water and a beer. Here's the water. Alright, let's one of them beers. And I don't have a bottle opener, so we shall use a knife or a spoon. Whatever works. Come on. Ah, son of a bitch. I gotta go find it. I need a bottle opener, so otherwise it's gonna be playing fetch. There it is. Ugh. Oh man. Oof. That hits the spot. Warm. Oh, the fire. Chicken cooking. Beer. Man is a simple creature. Man is a very simple creature.